Welcome back everybody to another video. Today we will be reviewing the latest entry level drone, the Mini 2 from the house of DJI. I know it's a bit late since this drone was launched almost 6 months back, but I did not want it to rush. As always, I wanted to give you my thorough unbiased opinion about this drone. So if you prefer this unbiased high quality tech reviews, then definitely like this video and consider subscribing to the channel to support small individual YouTubers like me. The Mavic Mini 2 is an ultra compact drone that's so small and easy to use that you can slip it out of a jacket pocket and launch it within seconds. That makes it ideal drone for beginners and travel photographers who want to capture 4K video without some of the high-tech wizardry of the pricier DJI drones that dominate the consumer drone market. The DJI Mini 2's design is virtually identical to that of Mini 1, but the main improvement seems to be in the controller, which is beautifully streamlined and delivers a boosted performance. The new controller, powered by DJI OcuSync 2.0, extends the range of this tiny drone up to 10 km. I have personally flown this drone up to 4 km without any lag or drop of signal. Just like its larger Mavic siblings, the two minis are collapsible with arms that opens up to transform the palm-sized unit into a drone within seconds. The Mavic Mini weighs less than 249 grams. This means it does not currently need to be registered with aviation agencies in the United States, UK, or in Australia. But I would suggest you check your local laws before getting your hands on one of these. The best thing about the DJI Mini 2 is its controller. Revamped in its entirety, simplicity is the name of the game here. The best part about the controller is that it comes with OcuSync 2.0, which gives it about 150% improvement of the flying range. DJI claims it can fly up to 10 kilometers. Now in the camera department, the Mini 2 has a 1x2/3 inch CMOS sensor with a 12 megapixel camera, much like the original Mini and the Mavic Pro. The camera has a 24mm equivalent fixed aperture f2.8 lens with an 83-degree field of view and a wide ISO range of 100 to 3200. What many buyers will appreciate this time around is the ability to capture raw images in addition to JPEG. For those of you who are not familiar with the Mavic Mini 1, looking at Mini 2 for the first time, I can tell you will be impressed with the 3-axis gimbal that DJI managed to place on such a tiny machine that easily fits in the palm of your hand. The footage captured is typically smooth and stable. DJI also claims this particular drone can withstand wind speeds up to 24 miles per hour thanks to its upgraded motors. The original Mavic Mini could only capture up to 2.7K 30 fps footage at 40 megabits per second. The Mini 2 now allows you to record in resolution up to 4K 30 fps, 2.7K 30 fps and 1080p 60 fps at 100 megabits per second. So it captures lot more details in the footage. You can also zoom in on the subject while recording. Both 4K and 2.7K allow you up to 2x zooming and 1080p resolution allow you to zoom in on a subject up to 4x, though the quality only remains lossless at up to 2x zoom. Now, if we come to the software, the DJI Fly app, which is used to control the Mini 2, same like its last year's predecessor Mini 1, offers a cleaner and more streamlined experience than the DJI's Go4 app, which is used in higher end DJI drones. The Mini 2 features 5 different shooting options for quick shots versus the original Mini's only 4. The latest addition, Boomerang mode, definitely makes your shooting experience more easy. Like the original Mini, there are not any intelligent flight modes available in Mini 2 either, like the active tracking or point of interest. Regarding flight time, DJI claims that the Mini 2 flies for up to 31 minutes, which is 1 minute more than what Mini 1 was rated for flying. But personally in my test I got only about 26 minutes of flight time with the Mini 2. With Mini 1 I used to get little bit more battery life than Mini 2. Probably the reason for that is because of the more powerful motors that DJI has provided with the Mini 2. I was impressed with the original Mavic Mini and even more delighted with the upgrades that the Mini 2 are having. The updated motors really makes all the difference as far as the general noise and the accelerations are concerned. The new and revamped controller also is an added advantage. That being said, with the recent release of Mavic Air 2 and the 2S, which retails at a few $100s more than the Mini 2, it's clear that the intelligent flight modes, which allow you to track and follow subjects, won't ever be included in the Mini lineup. DJI has intentionally avoided that from this entry-level series of drones. Now for the final thoughts, DJI took an excellent initial concept for a beginner level drone, listened to feedback from the community and made some significant improvements. Despite some of the minor issues, the Mini 2 is a versatile little machine that is easy and convenient to transport and packs a number of sophisticated features into a small package. Mavic Mini owners will definitely want to upgrade, and for those first time buyers, the extra $100 you will spend is well worth it. If you decide to buy the Mini 2, I would suggest you to go for the Fly More combo, which adds an extra battery and fast charging hub, which will definitely be helpful in the long run. I will mention some links in the description which you can use to buy in case you decide to do so, and that way you will be helping the channel as well. If you have sticked around till this far, I hope you have liked what you saw. Then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section below what is the next gadget you would like me to review on this channel. We'll look forward to your comments. Till then, stay safe and I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.